Well, I don't think these technologies so much replace whole fields in general. What they do is replace perhaps a certain way of applying them. I mean, think about music, which is an area I've worked in. Uh, we introduced some synthesizers in the 1980s that could accurately recreate the sounds of orchestral instruments. And so the Musicians Union actually uh, protested this, saying we're all going to lose our jobs because we got these guys and they're playing horns for this television commercial, and now they used your synthesizer and they didn't get those gigs. And that was right, they didn't get those gigs. But musicians got different gigs using the technology. And if you go to a music conference now, like National Association of Music Merchants, it's like a computer conference with these very powerful musical tools where musicians can command a whole orchestra and so forth, and actually do a lot more with the technology. And in fact, music is more vibrant than ever, and musicians are very much in demand. And now, for example, a documentary that might have used recorded music because they couldn't afford an orchestra will hire original human musicians with synthesizers to create an orchestral soundtrack, and it's a new opportunity that didn't exist before. So I think the opportunities will change. If your business model is I'm only going to do this one task that's now in demand, that task may go away. But I think the demand for language is going to increase, and these tools are going to increase humans' ability, with the help of these machines, to command greater ability to use language. And it's very hard to anticipate what that will be like. I mean, most of the jobs in the world today didn't exist at all 50 years ago. If I were a prescient futurist in 1900, I would say, okay, well, a third of you work on farms and a third of you work in factories. But I predict in 100 years, in the year 2000, it's going to be 3% and 3%. And everybody would go, my God, we're going to be out of work. And I said, well, don't worry, you'll get jobs as web designers, and you'll be translating online conversations. And nobody would know what I was talking about. And most of the jobs today didn't exist then, or even a few decades ago. So that's going to happen with language translation. I think that's actually the most high-level type of work one can imagine, because I think the epitome of human intelligence is our ability to command language. That is why Alan Turing based the Turing test, which is a test of whether or not a computer is operating at human levels. He based it on a command of language. And these tools are going to, as they do now, and they're going to increase our ability to use and create and understand and manipulate and translate language. And the idea is not to resist the tools, but to use them to do more. And I think what we've seen already in the music field is a good model of that.